Hello, I'm Brian Tracy again. There have been studies done all over the world, and they have asked parents, what are your goals for your children? What do you want more than anything else for your children? And there are three answers that come back from all over the world, from parents at every level of income and every type of profession. They all want three things. Number one is they want their children to be happy. And for a child to be genuinely happy, they have to have high levels of self-esteem and self-confidence. Second of all, they want their children to be successful. They want them to be able to go out into the world and make a success of their lives, their marriages, their careers, and so on. And the third thing they want is for their children to learn self-control. Now, wonderfully enough, all of these are learned by children from their parents when they're growing up. So how can you raise happy, healthy children who go out into the world and become successful? How can you raise high-achieving children? Fortunately, there are many years of research into this, and now we know. The two most important factors in raising high-performance children are, number one, is they come from a democratic family environment. Now, what does this mean? It means that their children's opinions are respected from an early age. When I learned this, before my first child was born, from the day my child was born, I always treated her like she was an important person. When she could speak, I would always ask her questions. And when she was old enough, we would ask for her opinion. What would you like to do now? Where would you like to go for dinner? What should the family do? As she got older, we would say, what movies would you like to go to on Saturday? And we always asked for her opinion, and we always listened closely when she expressed her opinion. We have 4 children, and we did the same thing with all of our children. So our children have grown up. By the age of 6 or 7 years old, they expect to be listened to. They talk to adults respectfully, but they talk to adults as if they were equal. They have never been treated like children, like little babies, and so they don't expect to be treated like that. As our children have grown older, we've always asked them, what would you like to do? Where would you like to go? What is your opinion? We've always encouraged them to make their own decisions for their lives. And in our family, we have kind of a little joke, because I've told my children this over and over, whatever you do, I will support you 100%. We can discuss, and I will give you my opinion, but whatever you decide to do with your life, I will support you 100%. And that has become almost like a family song. Everybody supports everybody 100%. There is nothing that makes a child at any age happier than to know that their parents support them completely. Their parents back them up. The second factor to raising high-performance young children is to raise your children in a climate of positive expectations. Always expect the best from them. Always tell them that you believe in them, that you think that they are wonderful young people. Listen to them closely when they talk, but positive expectations are where children grow up feeling wonderful about themselves because they know their parents believe in them. Now, here's a key point. Many parents say, well, I have positive expectations of my children and they don't get good grades at school. I point out that these are not positive expectations, these are positive demands. What you're saying is if you don't get good grades, you will remove the love that you have for your children. And remember, most psychological problems, when you see adults who have problems, almost 99% of cases, it was because when they were children, the love was taken away from them by their parents in order to punish them and in order to control them. We say parents use love to manipulate their children and raise them with great feelings of guilt. So that brings us to the next important factor, is when you give your love to your children, you make it unconditional. It's unconditional love. It's 100%. I've told my children all their lives that I love you 100%. I will never even love you 99% It's always 100%. And our children absolutely know that we love them 100%. I was talking to two of my adult children, both married, last week, and we were talking about this, and they said, "We know you love us 100%. We never even question that. And it gives us tremendous confidence to know that you support us." Now, children have what are called emotional tanks. Like a gas tank for your car, they have emotional tanks that need to be refilled on a regular basis. And the way you refill your children's emotional tank is, first of all, with eye contact, loving eye contact. That's looking at them closely and talking to them and telling them that you love them and looking at them with love in your eyes. Children are so emotionally affected by loving eye contact, it can fill up their entire emotional tank in just a few minutes. A second way you can fill up their emotional tank and provide for their emotional needs so they will be emotionally healthy is through physical contact. Putting your arm around them, hugging them, touching them, kissing them. Physical contact is a powerful way to build your child's feelings of self-esteem and self-confidence. Another thing that you can give them to build them up is focused attention. Listen to them closely when they speak. Pay attention to them whatever they do. Treat them as though they are valuable people. And finally, at the end, tell them that you love them every day. Tell them that you love them in everything they do. Make it clear to them that you think that they are the most wonderful children in the world. And if you do this repeatedly, your children will grow up straight and strong and positive and happy and self-confident, and they will go out into the world and they will make wonderful lives for themselves.